Hi, it's past Sarah. I just want to explain a little bit about the unboxing you're about to watch because I ordered it today and I want to talk a little bit about the process behind it because it's a little bit different to other ones that I have previously had. So I was watching a video by Luna Lily. I was trying to get some ideas of like witchy boxes that you can order in the UK because I don't want to be shipping things in from the US because it's expensive. And she does a lot of those like WitchBox UK and all those other things. So I stumbled upon one which was just called Occult Box, and the video is called Occult Box Gothic Mystery Loot Box Unboxing. And it's a company called Occult Box, and hers was actually a gift, but she mentions in the video that there's a questionnaire that you fill in when you purchase the box, and I thought that seemed like a really good idea. I've previously filled out a questionnaire for Glossy Box when I used to get like the beauty box, but I never really found that it personalised anything really. I just sort of, you give them your hair colour, your eye colour, but it seemed like I was getting the same things as everybody else that month. So that was kind of disappointing, but she did mention that it was apparently quite like an in-depth questionnaire that someone had to fill in for her because obviously it was a gift. There wasn't too much info in there about what the questionnaire actually was, so I was really curious and I went ahead and purchased a box. So they do a number of different kinds of boxes. The cheapest thing you can get is actually a mystery bag, which is £5. Then the smallest box you can get is £16, which was quite reasonable to me. What with Spooky Box Club, the other box that I get sometimes being like £27, £16 seemed really reasonable. And it says our mystery box shop is closed, which I knew before I placed that order that they're not back until the 27th of July. It's the second today when I placed my order, so it's going to be processed when they get back on the 27th. But the actual description of the box is, this box may be called small. If I can say the word box, that would be great. But it's still packed jam full of plenty of goth goodies from jewellery, media, home accessories, trinkets and many more surprises, all custom picked just for you according to your likes and dislikes. Very interested in that. We will email you asking you a questionnaire, asking you a few questions so your box is tailored to you or the person you're buying it for. If we don't receive a filled out questionnaire within 72 hours, we'll go ahead and pick your box at random. I answered my questionnaire right away. I was very excited. The questionnaire I was more excited about than, actually getting a box. So it says our boxes may or may not contain clothing items, jewellery, Wicca and witchcraft items, although witchcraft is 2 words, which is weird. And makeup according to your preferences. Boxes can be made vegan, and this is a one-time order. You can do a subscription box, but I'll just buy the one. It actually came to £19, not 16, because it's £3 for shipping, which is fine. That's like a small parcel second class. They do say they use second class shipping, which I appreciate because I love a cheap ship. And then as I took the questionnaire, I took some pictures so I'd remember what my answers were, and I'm just gonna go through them for you now. So it asks you who you're buying it for, if it's for yourself, asks you if it's the first one you're getting, and then it asks you to describe what type of goth you are. I am not a goth, but there was actually an option for this. So what I chose was witch goth. A lot of the options were like cyber goth, Victorian goth, steampunk, alternative fashion, fairy goth. There were a lot of options. There were about 20 options. But I also selected a box which said I don't dress alternatively very often, because I don't really dress alternatively at all. This is as alternative as it gets, which is just a shirt. So I answered that question. And then it asks you about special requirements. So it's like vegetarian, vegan, nut allergy, dairy-free, gluten-free, celiac, cosmetic allergy, sensitive skin, and I selected metal sensitivity, which I wish other boxes had, because otherwise it means like with a spooky box you get earrings and I can't wear them because I'm allergic to nickel. So I ticked that box to say I'm allergic to some metals. Then it asks you to select a UK dress size. This gave me pause because I had visions of it not going up beyond a 16, and I was like, oh dear. But it actually goes right up to 26 plus, which I picked because I like a baggier t-shirt. So I usually come in about a 22, but I like a baggy t-shirt, so I was like, I'll just pick the highest one they have. So then they say, please tell us a little bit about yourself or the person you're buying it for. This part is the most important. Tell us about yourself, your likes, dislikes, hobbies, favourite colour, your pets, favourite films, books, anime, anything goes here, be as random as you like. This helps us to get to know you. We super enjoy creativity here. The more you write, the more we can personalise your box and pack it with things that you will love. Please also mention anything here you wouldn't like to receive. Let us know if you're a blogger, YouTuber, or plan to do an unboxing video. I put the info in there about WitchFix just to say, like, I will be unboxing this as a video. And I also then wrote a small essay about things that I like / dislike, which I'm going to read. It says, I'm a practicing Wiccan / witch, and I have a room that is basically a crazy woodland witch cottage, which is true. I have a Patterdale Terrier called Riley. I love anything to do with Halloween, especially pumpkins and skulls. TK Maxx in October is my life. That's true. It's very sad, but it's true. I adore creepy, cute things and anything on the purple colour spectrum. I like simple silver jewellery, hate rhinestones and giant paste gems. Love to read, especially novels about pagans or witches. Favourite films would be Practical Magic and The Craft. I don't really like steampunk, gothic incense with artificial scents, resin ornaments or edgy stuff like skeletons stabbing their eyes out. Smiley face. But I do like horror, especially Cronenberg movies, and then the information about the channel. So that covered like a wide spectrum of ideas. I'd seen in some other subscription boxes that Lily was unboxing that they had given her, not occult books, but other boxes had given like that vampire's kiss or wizard's hat or werewolf's bite incense. I really don't like those. Like, they don't have a magical purpose because you don't know what their smell is. It's just an artificial perfume. And they tend not to smell very nice, so I didn't want any of those. Or any, like, resin ornaments of, like, naked witches holding a broomstick or other things that you tend to get, like Nemesis Now stuff. Some of it can be nice, but in general I don't really like it. And also I hate, like, fake rhinestone jewellery and stuff that just looks a bit kind of tacky and it's not something that I would generally wear. I like things that I can just wear out and about or to work without it being like kind of dress up, themey cosplay type look. So that's generally what I put in. Then there were more options. So it says, please select the things you would like to receive in your box. So it says books, clothing, Wicca and witchcraft items, jewellery and makeup. Books and clothing are for the boxes only, not for the bag. I ticked all of those because I just wanted to see what they would do. And then it went into, please select all that you enjoy from the following. And then it gave about 50 different themes and or options, which I'm not going to read out, but I'm going to tell you the ones I ticked. So I ticked dogs, tarot, Halloween, pentagrams, pagan symbols, horror films, witchcraft and spells, spooky themed items, zodiac, moons, Ouija, silver, crystals and gravestones. There were a bunch of other things, but those were the ones that I just thought of, like, yeah, those are kind of things that I would gravitate towards or use as search terms on eBay. And then it says, apart from black, what is your favourite colour? Which is smart, because I feel like if you just ask what is your favourite colour, a lot of people are going to pick black. So I wrote purple or green, because I'd already said purple previously. I do really like purple, but I also like green, so I was like, I'll give you an option. So I've ordered that. It's not going to be processed as an order until, when did I say? The 27th of July when they come back. So that's in 25 days from now, and when I get that eventually delivered by second class post, it will be unboxed right after this clip, and we'll see what happens and compare it to what I originally wrote and like what I just said I had answered on the questionnaire, because I'm genuinely interested to see how the questionnaire affects what you get in the box. And just like how relevant it will be. So I'm just really interested to see what will happen and what they'll send. And it's sort of like getting a present, because you're like telling them obviously what your interests are, so that they'll like get to know you a little bit better. Sort of like a Secret Santa type thing more than a subscription box. Although it's not Christmas, it's July. We'll see. And here is future me opening that box now. Hi guys! It's been a very long hot day at work, but I'm soldering through because I got a box in the post. This is the occult box that, if I've edited this correctly, past me will have just been talking about. Present me can't remember anything about what I put on my questionnaire thingy, but it came today. I got a notice at 1 o'clock in the morning on the 2nd of August to say it had shipped, which I was really happy about, and then it arrived today, the 5th of August, so that's pretty good, considering there was a weekend in the middle there. It looks very cute. It's not as big as I thought it would be, but I'm not judging the box by its size because that would be mean. It's about what's inside it. It has this little tag on it, which just has like a Ouija planchette, and then it has the web address for Occult box on it. If you do look this up, I will put a link in the description, but if you just Google it independently, be careful about landing on the Occult box, which is a different website altogether. So I'm just going to undo this little purple ribbon and then we shall see. I've learned, because I'm now following them on Instagram, that actually this lady who runs Occult box is just like one person, and she's trying to get like all of these boxes out to people. So I'm actually pretty impressed that mine came as quickly as it did after they started shipping again and like processing on the 27th of July. Oh, okay, so here's what it looks like on top. I'm going to tip that a little bit gingerly because there's these like little fabric rose petals on top, which don't smell of anything. I don't know why I thought they would. So what we've got on top is a little Occult box notice, and it says save 15% on orders over £20. So there's a little code for you guys down here if you want to use that. Don't know if you would. And then kind of a cool little picture again, and then it says spend 10% off. So there's another discount code if you didn't want the first one. But that's a nice little picture. I might put that in a frame or something because that's quite nice. Another rose petal. Then just some like black tissue paper. Open that up. Okay, so it does look like there's quite a few little bits in here. I was slightly worried that it wouldn't have that much in it because obviously this box was £19, including the postage and packaging, so my expectations are high-ish. So we shall see. Okay, so the first thing is we've got, I think this is an iron-on patch in the shape of a Ouija planchette with an eye on. Some skulls. That's pretty cool. I don't tend to use patches like this, but I could see myself ironing that onto something. I want to get like a little black velvet handbag that's like one of those square boxy ones, and then put maybe something like that in the middle, so that might be quite nice for a project. I have this, which is a magnet from Smiley Signs, and it says bright blessings, and it has a witch, a cat and a bat, and another little bat down here on there. I actually have magnets and stuff above my desk where I like put just important lists and things that I need to remember, so I appreciate a nice little witchy one, and it does in fact stick. And then we have this long thing, which is a candle. It says Vampire Tears Bleeding Candle, burn me to watch the magic. Now I used to have some of these. I had a friend when I was a teenager who had them, and I was really jealous, and I managed to find some. But they've since been like discontinued because I can't find them anywhere. I think they used to be called like Bleeding Rose candles, and basically they were black on the outside and then had red wax inside, so when you burnt them it looked like they were bleeding everywhere, which is gothic and amazing, especially if you put them in like a bottle and let it all run down. But this is nice to have one of those. It looks like a dark red on the outside. I don't know if you can see, but maybe it's like a brighter red. It doesn't smell of anything. The Bleeding Rose ones kind of used to smell like Skittles. Random, but that was also nice. And then I have a tiny little Book of Shadows journal. It has like a spider on the front, and it's kind of iridescent and shiny. And it's distributed by Nemesis Now, so I think this is like a Nemesis Now thing. It has that little logo there, don't know if you can see. This is quite little. I have like lots of notebooks. I actually have a Book of Shadows, a book where I just jot down spell ideas, and my herbiary on the go, so I'm not looking to start like a new magic book, but this is quite sweet. I might put this in like a Wiccan job lot on eBay, or I could do a giveaway. I meant to say in my spooky box unboxing that I might keep a few things and do like a giveaway at the end of the month from just like subscription box stuff. So let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in that. Oh god, there's quite a lot of more stuff in here. I didn't realise there'd be this much. I mean, I'm excited, but ooh. So I've got this little cobwebby bag. I keep all of these bags. And it has some items of jewellery in it. They are skull shaped. Get them to turn around at the same time. Okay, little skulls. And I did remember that I put down that I have metal allergies, so technically I think these should be like surgical grade steel, like stainless steel, or silver. They're not marked as silver, so I assume that they are just like steel. Skull earrings. I'm not sure that they're entirely my thing, but we shall see. We've got a Tree of Life slash Pentacle Triple Moon keyring. I know I said I didn't need any more keyrings, but this one's quite cute and small, so I might put that with my existing keyrings. I have one on there which is actually like this size and this kind of thing, and it says Keys to the Broom on it, and then I also have my fuzzy bat pom-pom on there, but this is quite small and cute. And then we've got one of those like stretchy choker thingies, which I've actually wanted to have for a while because they used to be all the rage in the 90s and they remind me very much of my like childhood. And on it we've just got a little heart charm that says Blessed Be on it on both sides. So it does look like that's on just like a little silvery ring, so I could take that off if I just wanted to wear like this on its own. So that's quite cool. This next one is wrapped in tissue paper. Feels like there might be one or two things in there. With this little Occult box sticker, which I'm going to save for later to put on my bookcase, because I'm cool. Ooh! Oh, okay, these look really cool. Okay, so I've got, first thing is this. It's a little skull with a black top hat, and it looks like nail polish. But it's like a nice purpley kind of galaxy looking shifty iridescent one. Quite a good amount. I'm just gonna give it a twist to make sure it is actually nail polish. Yeah, it is. I tend to just like wear fake plastic nails now because I can't be arsed with like painting them and everything, but that is super cute. I like that. The other thing is a Zombie Nights max volume double intensity mascara, and I actually intended to get one of these to add to my witchy makeup video, so I'm going to be making another one of those soon, and will probably include this mascara. Can I open it? Yes. Oh my god, that's chunky. We're going to get in a mess with that. But that's quite cool that I got like makeup items in there as well. Okay. Oh my god, there's stuff under... I thought this was the last thing, but there's stuff under this. So I got this, which is like a little piece of cloth. You can't see me now. Oh, you can. The Dance of the One Veil. It's just like a little pentagram patterned bandana. I guess you could use that as like an altar cloth. Again, I have quite a lot of altar cloths at this point because every time I find like a pretty table runner or just a pretty scarf, I'm like, an altar cloth. So that is another one that might go in like a little giveaway. Okay, under there I have something which is, it's a skull made of wood, but it has these on the back, so I think maybe it's a coaster. But the top doesn't feel like it's been like varnished in any way, so I don't know what this is meant to be. My instinct says coaster, but I might give it a spray of spray varnish before I like try putting any cups or anything on it. But it's pretty nice. I'm not going to say it's pretty because it's a skull, but it's got kind of this like quite gothic style. It's not like a cartoony skull, so I like that. Oh my god, there's another thing in here. Is this an infinite box? So this is a sign that says enter on it, and a spooky ghost and a bat and a pumpkin, which I quite like. I have a door hanger at the moment that says genius inside, genius working. I can't remember. But that's quite cute, and I could also put that up on my door. And then the last thing, the very last thing in the box is one of these air fresheners for your car, which is also shaped like a planchette. I do actually have a collection of spooky air fresheners in my car. I tend to get the ones, you can get them from Tesco's, but they're like skull ladies, or just skulls and guitars and stuff, so they look quite cool, but that could be a nice addition. It says it's cherry scented. I'm not getting that through the plastic, but I trust that it's cherry scented. So that'll be quite nice, and it's quite small, so I might put that one on my mirror. I actually got quite a lot of stuff for my £19, even though it was in this quite small box. So I got 1, 2, 12, 13, ooh, spooky, 13 items for my £19, which is pretty good considering that, I hit the camera, which is pretty good considering that Spooky Box costs like £27, so about £8 more, and you only get like 5 items in that. I know that they also make like custom made stuff, and maybe a lot of this stuff isn't hugely expensive, like I've seen these on eBay for like £2. But they are definitely like good, solid items. You've got some Nemesis Now, which is obviously branded. These again are branded. So I'm not actually mad. I've got quite a lot of stuff that I will use and that I do quite like, and that I feel matches quite well with the stuff that I do like. Whether it matches very well with the stuff that I put on my questionnaire, I will leave you to judge, because you will have just seen that. I'm trying to remember what I said on my questionnaire. I think I must have said that I like skulls, because I got like 3 skull themed items. Not a huge amount of like Wicca items, but there are some witchy things, like this, the Book of Shadows, maybe the candle you could put in that, and definitely the pentacle cloth. So those are very witchy items. I must have said Ouija, because I got this and also the air freshener, which is Ouija shaped. I mentioned Cronenberg movies. There's obviously nothing in there that like speaks to that. I think they're mostly focused on like the witch theme, which is fair enough. And I got jewellery items, makeup, little house items, so it's pretty broad in terms of like the scope. I don't think I clicked on like I only want makeup or I only want but overall I am pretty happy with it, and it did contain at least one item that I was going to buy for myself anyway, so that's pretty impressive. So yeah, I heartily recommend getting an occult box. I would totally be up for getting another one. My idea was to maybe get my brother or one of my parents to fill in the questionnaire for me, to see what they think that I like, and to see how different the box would be based on whatever interests they thought that I had. Alternatively, I could try and fill in a box, like questionnaire, with things that I wouldn't like. So just do the complete opposite of myself and see what happens, and whether I'm actually happy with any of the items that I get, even though based on what I think about my likes and dislikes I wouldn't like them. So that could be quite fun. It's very hot in here, so I apologise for me looking disgusting right now. But overall, definitely impressed with the Occult box. The customer service was really good. The quality of the items, can't complain. The number of items, also really impressive. Although most of them are like small things. I think in a small box you want like lots of little things. So that's quite nice. It's sort of like a gothic Christmas stocking in a way. But I would also want to get one of their like bigger boxes to see what kind of items you get in that when, you know, money permits, because I've bought a lot of subscription boxes in the last couple of weeks. I've got a witch casket coming, I've got a fairy loot coming I think, so stay tuned because there's going to be quite a few unboxings. But in the meantime, I'll see you in the next video.